Okay, thank you for watching our December Middlesex County, New Jersey real estate market report. And this report is calculated for the month of November 2010. My name is Ram Chodemanche. I am from the Catherine Cathy Chodemanche team, serving Metuchen, Edison and surrounding areas within Middlesex County, New Jersey. I'd like to remind you to please read our disclaimer. That's very important, and you can find it in our main website, yourhousefast.com. Those real estate statistics, when they are calculated from a reliable data source, can be very helpful additional tools to help you to make informed decisions, to increase the likelihood of reaching your goal, but they should not be used as standalone tools. But used along other tools such as true comps and other tangible variables that your real estate professionals can bring you. Also, when using statistics, there is some basic information to disclose, such as the data source. We use the Middlesex County Multiple Listing System, or MLS, which is a database used by real estate professionals. And those statistics are calculated to include all cities within Middlesex County, New Jersey only, and for residential houses only, meaning they do not include condos, townhouses, adult communities, etc. And again, this report has been calculated for the month of November, which is from the 1st to the end of November, and it was calculated on Friday, December the 10th. So moving to our first slide, which is the number of homes sold within Middlesex County, New Jersey, and again it includes only single family homes. For the month of November, we had 203, which is a very low amount of sales compared to October or the previous months. It's a decrease of almost 18%. And when you look at it months, the same months but year over year, meaning November 2009, it's a decrease of almost 50%. To give you more numbers, in November 2008, the number of sold homes were 214. In November 2007, it was 308. And in November 2006, it was 369 homes sold. So we see here an ongoing trend from in the last few months, really, where the monthly number of homes being sold are lower than the previous averages of homes sold for the previous years for the same months. The chart below provides us with also a quick and an easy to understand visualization representing the number of homes sold per month per year. For 2010, the data has been captured from the 1st of January 2010 until mid-November. So this number will be different for 2010 when we do the calculation with the entire year from the 1st of January to the end of December. We should have a different number here than the one we have currently, an average of 273. We as this was calculated in mid-November, it will be a month and a half of data, of additional data worth. However, I don't anticipate that this number be so drastically different that will create some kind of change in the longer term trend that we are seeing here in red. And by the way, this trend line is what we call a polynomial trend line, and it is an order of 3. The active inventory of the supply of homes, or the number of homes that are for sale and that are not under contract, that are not selling, for the month of November were about 3,000. And again, that's only for Middlesex County, New Jersey, and that only includes the single-family residential homes. No condos, no townhouses, no adult communities, no multiple dwelling. Now, when we look at the number of homes being sold, which we also call the absorption rate, and when we look at the active inventory, or the number of the supply, the current supply, we can derive another real estate statistic that is we call the days of inventory, or DOI. And the days of inventory represent the number of days, or the time that it will take to sell all the current supply at the same absorption rate. So when you do a quick calculation between these 3,000 homes that represent the supply and an absorption rate of about 203 homes being sold monthly, we derive a days of inventory of about 15 months, meaning that it will take about 15 months to sell the current supply at the current absorption rate. And to put that in perspective, those 15 months, to put it in perspective, a 6 months is usually the trigger, a balanced market. Anything over 6 months is usually being seen as a buyer's market, and everything lower than 6 months is usually being seen as a seller's market. So here we are over twice past this trigger at 15 months. Moving to our next slide, which represents the home prices, the averages, the median and the average sold price. Both are actually decreasing month over month and year over year, with 290,000 for the median for November, which is a decrease versus October, and a decrease versus November last year. Same with the average sold prices. It is a decrease from last month, from October, but also a decrease from same month, November, but last year, 2009. Now, we usually get a lot of questions in terms of what are the differences between the median and the average. And that's something one day I will spend a little bit more time about it. The average here, the average sold price, and the median are two different types of average. What we call the average here should be called the mean. And the median and the mean are two different types of average, but it's important, if possible, to report on those both types of average, as they both give a clearer idea, a clearer analysis on the big pictures. And depending on the market, sometimes the median is actually going to be a better representation of the average price in that same market than the average or mean. So one day we'll go over this in a bit more details. The graph right here is also giving us a very easy to understand visualization about that data we are looking at, which is the median prices per year from 2006. We take 2006 in our trending analysis because 2006 is in our most of our local markets was the top of the previous real estate uptrend, 2006 2007, and being when the bubble bursted in most of our local markets. And we can see also, like the previous graph, we can see a downtrend, meaning that, remember in the previous graph we were seeing less number, a decrease in the number of homes being sold, and we are also here seeing a decrease in the median prices year over year. Again, for 2010 it has been calculated until mid-November, so in January when we do the numbers for 2010 we will have to revisit and do those graphs over again, but we don't anticipate any drastic changes that will revert, that will actually, yeah, now this number should actually be for 2010 probably will be even smaller, so the trend should be probably more accented. And this is, by the way, another polynomial trend line, and this is also of order 3. Our next slide is regarding a couple of other real estate statistics, the sold price versus the asking price ratio and the days on market. The sold price versus asking price ratio didn't change at 94% versus last month, a bit of a decrease versus November last year. The days on market, or DOM, has decreased versus October, but here note that when we have a decrease in the days on market, it is actually a good thing. A decrease from October, but an increase versus last month. And the graph here, the same, give us a very easy visualization of the information we are capturing since 2006 until 2010, 2010 being calculated until mid-November. Alright, in order to fit in YouTube, this video has to be less than 10 minutes, so I need to reach to close quickly. So thank you again, and if you have any questions, and if you are not already working with another real estate agents, then do not hesitate to contact us. And again, thank you for watching.